EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. Jake Moody to kick off. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go in the rain in Landover. And no return here. This is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw right away is Stafford. He's going to air one out right away. That is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
First carry here for Kyren Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run. It's Williams. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their rhythm, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. Going up top. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. That'll change things out of bounds inside the 35.
That's good for
A
Washington.
big play there for Washington to gain of 43 yards.
41-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. Let's go.
On play action, Daniels. He's going to try it here again. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Daniel. He's going to keep it himself. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about.
Ready?
Now, here's 2nd and goal.
Come on. Ready?
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Washington. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run over it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Finds Nakua on the slant. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
On the give, this is Algier. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
60
and 6.
Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. And that's going to wind up Incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
Here we go. Stop. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner. And now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field. And he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
32.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way.
Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 90 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 14. Commanders 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Washington. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On is Moody to add the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good, and the Commanders will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Jake Moody to kick off.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
First down, Stafford. He's got that to the rookie line out from Georgia. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Los Angeles.
Give me radar.
Stafford now to throw on first down. Exiting the pocket right. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. And they are facing a second and long. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's over the middle and intercepted.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
It's Algier. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 41.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 41, here's second and 8.
Come on, set. Blocking 18.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field to the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Rams. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Carney now to add the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Rams have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Blocking 18.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Third and long, and here's Daniels going for it all. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First down, it is Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Number 20.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. One lady.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Kyren Williams, the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Ready up.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Moving left. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bison. Ready.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Now he'll run it. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple yards short of the 1st down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. 2nd and a yard.
Ready.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is Algier. And that'll give them the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
70 zipper.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
Steady.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is hot. What a throw. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is taken in at the goal line. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A first down throw for Stafford. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They're going to go. It's Stafford. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Okay, ready? Come on, 19, 18, Cougar 19, go!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up
2nd and 10.
Hey! 19, 18.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. From his own end zone, it's Stafford. It's out wide to Williams.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Stafford. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Daniel. Rolling right. Now he'll run. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Ready?
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Bronco switch, go!
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Then Sinnott, touchdown Washington. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Stafford now on first down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. Unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tag! Cougar 19! Ready?
On first down, they'll start out with Algier. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Cameron Kitchens there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 3.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's a toss, right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
Come on, come on.
Now a toss play, running left. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
A gain of 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Reload, reload.
Here's a run going left. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Got it. Ready?
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. Throwing again. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack. That might take them out of field goal range.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Back to throw is Stafford. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. But he doesn't, and now third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That's caught outside. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The motion man is Nacua. Again, it's Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
Stafford to throw again. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And it's third down. Third and long.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now it's Stafford. Now he'll air one out. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
250. 50.
On 4th down, Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down. To the ground, a first down run. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Stafford. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Stafford working from the pistol. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slant. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Set. Lady. Stop.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. They go play action with Stafford. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head?
And he will score! Game on! Kyren Williams! Touchdown, LA! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Got ready.
His drive will start on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Alert! Ready!
On the toss, they'll run. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Ready?
They'll go play action here with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This brought in out past the 20. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. On 1st down, it's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
For the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Gravity Lions!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Commander's 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. First, whoa, touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So that Daniels and the Commanders offense going to go for 2.
Washington will line up for
Throwing is Daniel. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop They can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Stafford. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he will score again. Touchdown, Rams. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
At the 42-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready? Panther 6.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Commander. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown. That makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Moody now for the extra point. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
180. White.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Well, that was step 1 one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
To the air again, Stafford. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Commanders 46.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Give on the ground, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Okay, stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
41-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on, go.
To throw is Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. The Rams use their third and final timeout, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Third and long.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
We'll try to get this one on the ground. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.